Welcome to another video from the original US Cornhole tips, tricks, and practice routines. And boy, do we have a good one for you today. I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to this one, bags. And we're going to call this one Bags 101. The bag market, the situation out there is insane. It's crazy how many different types of bags, the claims they're making, the prices on bags. Are they living up to those expectations? Well, there's a couple things. We're here, we're going to try to help you maneuver through this mound of bags, and do they really deliver on what they're saying, or are they going to get you to where you want to be? Okay, so I want you to think about a couple things here. One, if we were to get rid of all of these bags, all of the specialty bags is what I mean, and go back to cornfield bags, say, okay? That group of players you guys see winning all the time, majority of those players would still be right there with corn bags, and were, a lot of them. And there's a reason for that. They have some other qualities about them. It's not the bags, okay? Players are being kind of sucked in with this as seen on TV type mentality. And, you know, Americans as a whole kind of get sucked in. Go to any tourist area around the country, and there's these huge warehouses with as seen on TV where you can go and buy those products that are supposedly going to make your life so much better, and they do all these things. A lot of it's gimmicks, okay? It really is. There's a gimmick. There's only so much you can do with a bag, okay? Legally, all right? I mean, you've got bags now that are supposed to do all kinds of curves and jumps and hops, and you know, these got BBs and it's going to pull into the hole, and they're considered loaded bags, I would think, in a legitimate sport. I think that would be considered, like baseball, loaded bats, that's illegal. So I would think that would be illegal also. But that's a whole other topic also. So basically with bags, the bag isn't going to make you the pro or get you on ESPN, all right? This bag's not going to make you a pro. Not going to make you a pro. Not even our bags are going to make you a pro, okay? Get a $1,000 check, though. Now, that'll make you a pro. That won't make you a pro either, okay? Honestly, what's going to make you a pro is having that same qualities that these top players have, all right? I'm going to call it 4 Ds. Drive, dedication, desire, and diligence, okay? You're going to have that drive day in, day out, to get out there and practice. You got to think it, you got to breathe it, you got to live it, and it's hard to do, especially you got family and all that. But that's what it takes nowadays to be at that level. You really have to throw your whole body and life into that. Okay, you have to have that dedication. Whether you feel bad or days you don't want to practice, it may be crappy weather outside or whatever the reason. You got to have that dedication to get out there. You got to have a desire. You got to want it. You've got to want it so bad that it's going to get you out there, all right? And you're going to have that diligence to do it, all right, every day, to get out there and practice, not necessarily every day, but 4 or 5 times a week. That's what I had to do to get to that level, to get me to be able to compete with these guys that are practicing or playing in tournaments and leagues, you know, 4 or 5, 6 times a week. You have got to get out there and practice. Now, just because they're doing that, it's not going to necessarily make them that top player. It will make them better just for the habit of doing it, but you got to know what to practice as well, okay? Remember from early on in the videos, I had a little phrase that I love, and it is, practice doesn't make perfect, perfect practice makes perfect. So you have to know what things to practice, what things to do, to correct certain situations. It's really being a student of the game, knowing the boards, the bags, different kinds of what they're going to do, what's a good chance that bag will do when they have it in their hands. It's really studying the game, having that diligence, you know, to really follow through and do that. So don't get caught up in the hype, okay, of all these different crazy things that these bags are going to do. You want a bag that is comfortable, Okay, it's got to be comfortable in your hand, whether you like fatter bags, or do you like a little flop in your hands. That is an individual thing. It's got to be comfortable to you. Okay, it's got to come out of your hand good, not stick in your hands. Okay, now that's another thing. Probably the most important, you want consistency out of this bag. No matter what the environment, whether it gets humid, whether it gets sticky, it's raining, whether you may be in an indoor tournament, and a lot of people don't know this, but being a student of the game and really paying attention, you could be indoors and say there's a restaurant, or that, you know, that's where they're doing the cooking down on that far end. Those boards most likely are going to be stickier than the bags on at the other end. Okay, so those are the little things. You want a bag that's going to work through that type of stuff for you. Now, then a lot of the bags don't talk about that. They just have these other claims, and you get this hype that's as seen on TV. All right. So I personally have made some bags that are very comfortable and very consistent. Whether they're bags for you, you would have to get them in your hand. You have to try them, because that is one of the top things. It's got to feel good to your hand. Consistency-wise, go to the website, read, because we have quite a bit of things about consistent bags. I've designed bags around consistency and feel, because that as a player helped me get to that next level. So thank you guys for joining me today with this Bags 101. Try to go through a few things. Don't get caught up in the hype. Find your bag, whether it's our bag, whether it's somebody else's bag. It's got to be comfortable to you. It's got to be consistent. If you have any questions, anything you would like to know about the game, reach out to us. I would be more than happy, the wife or myself, to follow through and give you some helpful tips and ideas. Okay, we got plenty of videos coming. We've got a lot. Well, I'm not going to even tell you, because there's so many people copying things these days. But we've got some really good ones coming up. So stay tuned and keep pitching, guys. Thanks for tuning in.